April 15th is fast approaching. If you don't know that, that's the deadline for filing your taxes. NAZ Today's Kimberly Kraft sat down with the IRS and found out that there is free tax preparation available in northern Arizona.
We are in the midst of tax season, and my guest today is Bill Brunson from the IRS. Welcome, Bill.
Kimberly, thanks for having the Internal Revenue Service on.
Well, we all have to pay taxes, but some of us need a little extra help, and there is free help available. Why don't you tell us what that looks like?
Well, free tax help is available to members of the community who earn around $58,000 or less, or are elderly or disabled or English as a second language. And these free tax help sites have been around since about 1969, when Congress mandated to the Internal Revenue Service that we need to provide assistance to the general public due to the complexity of the tax code. So out of that came VITA, Voluntary Individual Tax Assistance, and then AARP came along and established tax counseling for the elderly. So individuals can contact the Internal Revenue Service or AARP and find out where these sites are nearest them, and they'll probably give them 1 or 2 or 3 within their geographic area of a zip code, and they'll tell you what you need to bring and when it's open, that sort of thing. So you want to bring probably a copy of last year's tax return. That would be a good thing, and photo ID for yourself and anyone else you're claiming on the return, as well as social security numbers or tax identification numbers, and W-2s and 1099s, those information returns you should have already received in the mail. Things like that to help them prepare the return for you.
Now, these are volunteers, as we know.
That's
These are
correct.
Volunteers, but they have to go through recertification every year, correct?
That's correct. They are trained and tested by the Internal Revenue Service so that they will prepare a quality product. And they will do both federal and state of Arizona tax returns, electronically file them at no cost, and they'll check for various items such as deductions and credits and allowable expenses, specifically for the earned income tax credit, which is a very valuable credit for an individual. If you're going to post-secondary college, school, there may be some sort of credit in that area. If you're paying mortgage interest, there could be a deduction available there. So there are a lot of things that they're going to ask you and look for, and they're going to use software to file that tax return so that it's the best way possible electronically.
That's great, Bill. I'm sure we'll talk about some of those issues at the next time we see you, but in the meantime, all of this information is available at naztoday.com. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Kimberly.